Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Check. Where are they, team? 59, like the 59. Watch the floor, watch the floor, watch the floor. Watch the floor, watch the floor. Three. Check. 25, check 25.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. He'll have a first down past the 40. Powers ahead at the 45. And he gets this one down to the 24. A huge play there right off the bat. 51 yards on the ground. They had trouble stopping the run last week in a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Give it here to his running back. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Here's Kamara, try to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Mariota on 4th down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Off the play fake. King. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Following the interception here, Mariota. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry for Nick Chubb. call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm going to run you up.
2nd and 6. On the screen, complete to Spiller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
That's what I do.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. In for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, King. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Ready.
2nd and 10. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Ioannidis gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. King. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He's going to field this at the 4. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, that the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And an alley to run. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback who'll be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Check. Hey, orbit.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Travis Kelce hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
As far as tight ends go, if you get 3 or 4 touchdowns in a season, that's usually counted as a pretty good year.
And CD, he just hit double digits. That's 10 touchdowns for him now.
Yeah, and that's something you really have to applaud. That's elite-level production.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 7-7, our score after 1. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Mariota on first down. Flush to his right. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Got it. Ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Here's 2nd and 8. Big hold to the 30. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Travis Kelsey with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. On third down, here's Kamara. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Mariota. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Rosas now to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was looking for Matthews that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Here we go. Takes 3. 218, chop it. You ain't doing nothing today. Shoot! Ready?
They're going to look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
It's second and inches at the 13.
So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on second down. Off the play fake, Mariota. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Under 10. Motion. Seam 6. Mike 20.
On the ground, Kamara. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First down.
Watch the screen. He's coming. We got double up.
First down, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mariota. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check nickel.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts?
That's where you belong.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
He was brought down by M-DiZzLE8's. It's a gain of 6.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Go. 15-1. 15-1. Switch. Clear. Go.
2nd and 11. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And all the way down to the 35. A big play there out of Kamara. 45 yards on the ground. Well, this game's ripe for the taking in that run. I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now they try the right side here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check 52. 3. Check 3.
Kamara trying the right side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mariota looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the toe.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd and 14. Open man is Ross, complete. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. King. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. Now Chubb. There's a nice move. Breaks the tip, but I think the ball's out. And I think the Browns got it. They did. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota throwing right, and that's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player, but he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. The carry here for the big tight end. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, Kamara. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's at the cornerback position.
And that's knocked away and incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, we can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
That really sets him back. A loss of 6. 2nd and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 48. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta. Nice 57's right. I got you, Pop. 50.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
64. We get it.
They'll drop the throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's another Bengals 1st down.
Ready?
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now back to throw. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. From 3 yards out. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Elliott on for the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 30-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marcus Mariota, 65 yards. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Roses to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Makes the score Browns 27, Bengals 21. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On the carry, it's Chubb. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll set up a throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. Steps away. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Here's Spiller, and he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Back to throw. Out to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Browns' drive about to get started. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Cleveland, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.